debate. There is no respect for this deception, man. There should be no respect, no tolerance for this deception. Every single teacher, every single government person, every single media entity has convicted themselves of treason against humanity by promoting the lie of born this way to children. And we're in a time right now where they're deceiving children through the authority of academia with the lie of born this way with a Lady Gaga song, guys. Think about that.
Yeah. So, all right, perfect, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate your addition to what we have going on this stream. I definitely do think that what Andrew Tate is doing here is very, very deceptive. I definitely think that the community, has done some things where we all know at this point. I mean, it's very open. They fought for it to be open, and now their community is very much open, and they have legitimately, ever since it has been accepted, quote unquote, worldwide. They've exposed exactly what it is that they're trying to do. But okay, cool, perfect. So, Hurad, I want to thank you for your addition to the stream. I want to thank you for that. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next guest. God bless you, brother. Be
God
safe.
bless you too, man. God bless you.
All
God
right,
bless,
all right.
bro.
God bless. God bless.
Britt,
How you doing?
doing all right, doing all right.
That's good. It's good.
Are you
God
a
bless.
Muslim or a Christian?
I'm a Christian, always. I
All right, all
love
right.
my.
Here we
God
go.
bless you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do you think about Andrew Tate defending Christianity?
It's not the man I'm looking at. It's the words that he's using, and he's exactly right.
Hmm.
I am tired of Christianity mocked so disrespectfully each and every time they get a chance. They don't mock no other religion but Christianity, which validates Christianity. However, as Christians, we don't have to take that. No one said to hurt anybody, but you can show by removing your support for them, removing ads. They were pulling ads from the Olympics for doing this. Um, it's just annoying to see that celebrities get out there. Lady Gaga, you got Rihanna, all of these people who come out of nowhere just for no reason and just disrespects and mocks God, and it's disheartening. But his message ringed to me when he talked about men being weak, men not standing up for anything. And that's what really got me. Whether it's political, whether it's religion wise, men don't stand up these days for anything. They just let it go by. And if you keep allowing these demons to keep doing this, we're going to be in a bad situation as a people. And I think everybody sees that. I don't think it's not just Andrew, it's around the world. No one liked it. Why do you think they pulled it? So I'm not focused on Andrew as the man. I don't care what Andrew as the man saying. I'm saying what he said is the truth. So that's all I'm on. I'm tired of the mockery, and I am looking forward to a better day where they will respect, at least have respect for our religion like they do everybody else's.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that we can stand up and we can speak out, and I think the reaction from the Christians so far have been noticeable. That's why people have been pulling back ads, and they have, they won't air it again. And the whole social media, Twitter, everybody was prominent people, organizations, they were speaking out
The
about this.
Vatican,
Yeah, like I don't know what Andrew
the
Tate,
Vatican
what
didn't
he
say
want.
anything.
Well, we can't control what people
But
say.
exactly,
You know
that's
what I'm
what we're saying.
saying?
Like the big church didn't
So
say anything; they pulled out because of France. But if this happened in America, do you think absolutely that anybody would have actually did anything? No.
Right, but my point is that people
Well, yeah,
has been speaking out, and we have made an impact to where they started pulling dollars away from them, and they started
France
losing
made the
revenue. So
impact.
that's the way we have to combat it. Just don't support
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? And Christians have been doing that. We seen Christians say we
Not
won't
very
watch
many.
it.
Not few.
We won't watch
And
it. I mean, I don't know what you've been watching, so I can't say.
Well, I don't. Did you
You
see
know what I'm
Rihanna?
saying?
Is she canceled?
but I would say
Is
this.
Rihanna? I mean, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I would say, see, the judgment, and I'm not saying that you're judging the entire religion, or you know, I do see your frustration, but you know, we can't judge based on the specific amount of people that you see doing things, right? There are people that would speak up, and there are people that have always spoken up ever since way back when. So, you know, I'm not going to look at the fact that, let's say, a specific people group, you know, that identify as Christians, right, did not say anything, or did like I'm not looking to see if every single person says something, or I'm not scrolling, so let's say YouTube, and seeing if all of my, you know, fellow Christian YouTubers have also spoken on this, right? Especially the ones that are getting 500,000 and etc. Right? I'm not really looking at that. The fact is that a few of us can say something, 1,000 of us can say something. Something is being said and something is being done. But the point is that Andrew Tate wants a forceful speech.
So
It's like forceful. Like, if we say something, it needs to be done, or else we ain't stopping. So this is basically what I'm pushing back as far as the Andrew Tate ideology. Now, speaking against something and things like that, I definitely think that we shouldn't sit back with our mouths closed. But if you're going to say something and you have the platform to say something, then do so. But we also have to remember too, everybody does not have that same platform. Everybody does not have that same voice. Majority of these people are going to be left emailing, in which no one will ever read it. So I would say, yes, people like us, if we have the opportunity or the ability to do so, and we have the space to do things and speak out on things like that, definitely we should.
So from what I'm understanding with you,
and really quick, I do think that if this was to happen in America, they would be receiving the same amount of backlash, if not more.
I disagree, but
I don't know.
I know, because we wouldn't do anything. We're too afraid of the seculars to do anything. But and the alphabet community in America, so we're afraid to move on that. So basically, you're saying, well, I'm not going to look at the churches who haven't said anything, but I am going to look at Andrew Tate, one man who said something and who is pushing forward something like that. When he wouldn't have said anything, had the French church went after the Olympics, and that made them pull out. Not nobody else. The French church showed the outrage, and that made them pull out because of fear of money. That's what it was. But if it was
Andrew Tate's not defending Christianity, though. That's the point. The point of the stream is showing that Andrew Tate is not defending Christianity. So, like,
I'm not going to tell you, as a Christian, I don't know what's in his heart. I don't know his heart, and I don't know if he's doing this for love or if he's doing it because whatever. That's not even important.
Well, the fact that he said he's doing it, the fact that he said that he's doing it as a Muslim shows that he's not doing it for Christianity, because Islam mocks Christianity. So he's following an organization that literally mocks Christianity and calls our God not.
And so do Jewish. Do the same thing to
us. But we're not right. But we're not. One second, sister. We're not speaking on see, and this is the reason why I'm doing this stream, because people will see this and they will say, yes, a Muslim man is doing this, when this man literally has content all over the internet calling Christians weak, mocking the majority of our religion. You're a Christian.
You are. As a Christian,
no, I disagree.
Are you weak?
I disagree that we're weak.
I disagree with that we're weak. I can acknowledge that we
are you weak? No, are you weak? No, are you weak?
Am I weak?
Yeah.
No.
Are you weak? Okay. No. So Andrew Tate calls you weak. He's calling you weak.
He's calling as a collective.
I understand this. I understand he's speaking in generality terms, but what I'm saying is that he doesn't have an understanding of scripture. So if you fit in the ideology of Andrew Tate, you need to get a little bit of context on who he is, because remember what you said when you first came up. I don't look at the person, I look at the words that he's saying. Well, I'm sorry, the words that he's saying is attached to the person. This man also has a theme and an ideology that he follows, and he has a reason as to why he says things, and he's expressed himself on the internet over and over and over and over again. So the live stream is to show the wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what it is. In here, this statement that he's making, he's mocking Christianity at the same time. He's trying to make it seem like he's defending Christianity, but he's mocking it. That's the point of the stream. So I'm trying to get you guys to know what a wolf in sheep's clothing is.
Are you going to do a stream on the people that actually mocks it, the people in power that actually mocks the Christian faith, and instead of just Andrew Tate? Because he's just one man. But it's a whole elite class that does this, that bow down to statues, that actually do everything that they can to mock our religion, though.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a stream on them too?
Yeah. So do you know who I am?
I've seen you.
Have you seen me on Clubhouse?
I don't watch Clubhouse.
Okay. So for about 4 years straight, I used to do this all day on Clubhouse. So so if you're asking me, will I do it? I've done this already. I've done this plenty of times. Well, I've done this over and over and over and over and over again. So like I said, we cannot see here. When we're talking about a specific point, we have to be conscious of how we are on point about what we are talking about. Okay. So essentially what we're discussing now is whataboutism. Yeah, we're talking about Andrew Tate, but what about do you know how many groups there is? I cannot make, or someone else cannot make 1,000 videos to justify how they're speaking about one specific incident. We have to take these things one at a time. There are other Christian channels. There are other channels as well that are tackling these things, but there are so many billions of people in this world, and there are so many organizations out there. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm focusing on Andrew, and other people are focusing on other things. There's a guy by the name of Nick Jones. There's a YouTube channel by the name of Wisdom. We all are the body of Christ tackling what we feel needs to be tackled. For example, this channel is majority tackling Muslim ideology. This is the reason why we are attacking the position of a fake wolf in sheep's clothing Muslim by the name of Andrew Tate. He's calling out Christians like he's always done. So I'm calling him out as a fake. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about what other organizations have I attacked or talked about. It's about what we're talking about now. Well, so that's the thing. So we're kind of like getting off. We're getting off track.
So basically,
can I make a couple of comments? If you see that the Bud Light campaign, when they was doing the LGBT, it was Christians that came out, and they attacked it, and Bud Light lost millions and billions of dollars, and it still was Christians that was doing it. We have Christians in hold on. We have Christians in politics. We have Christians in politics. So but they was doing it because it goes against what they believe in as well. It wasn't just strictly political.
It was strictly political, sir. I'm sorry. That's
your opinion, but you can't deny the fact that it was.
No, I can show you the reason why they did it. It wasn't God at all. It was literally against the Trump campaign and what the Trump campaign represents, and so it was against that. It wasn't. Nobody expected the church to do anything because they don't. So, like I said, the Vatican, none of them have said anything. So this all I want to ask you. You when we do speak up, you say that's not enough. It was political, but if we don't, then what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting a little confused. Yeah, we got to toe the line to what's like we got to pick our battles as well. And if we true Bible believers, then we know vengeance is for the Lord. Like He's gonna take care of all of this and set this straight. He's gonna set everything straight. So it's not like we really all we do is plant seeds. We really are not here to convince anybody because the Holy Spirit and God does that. We're just here to spread the message, keep it rolling. I made a video about it on my YouTube and I only got like 500 subs, but I still felt like I have at least a platform where I could speak out about it. And I made a video about it and I spoke out about it. I'm doing what's all inside of my, my immediate control
to speak out about it. I can't afford a trip to France just to go over there and protest the Olympics.
Yeah, but
a
it's
lot of
the
Christians
what
No
can't.
one's
aboutism.
asking you to go France.
No, I'm just
the
saying
what
there's
a,
only certain things we can do.
yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah,
It's the
means
what about
boycott.
it, but here's the thing, sister. It's the what about argumentation that you're posing to the stage right now, right? And I hear you, but you have to remove that ideology out of your mind. It's not a logical position to hold in regards to people that cover topics. It's not an argument.
I'm not trying to do
Hey, we're
what
talking
about
about Andrew Tate, and then you come up here and say, well, what about these people? Yeah, the
I'm
stream
not
today,
trying to,
respectfully, is about Andrew Tate.
okay,
I don't know what to tell you.
look, I'm not trying to do all of that. What I'm looking at is, as people of faith, whether you're Jewish, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, come together because we're fighting against a satanic hierarchy in this country that has a lot of power. And they're going to continue to do this over and over until you show them we're not playing with you. And they
No,
will back
we don't do
down.
that. No, we don't do the coexist over here. Sorry.
What do you mean coexist?
Yeah, the one world religion. Oh, I don't do that.
Well, that's really Christian's problem. But anyway, that's beyond
No,
that.
no, 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 no. That's not it.
So
Because
she's not a.
some of these ideologies.
Wait. So she's not a
Yeah,
Christian.
the way she was coming off, like I can tell,
she's not a
she's
Christian.
not all the way with it.
Yeah.
Not
She's
being
not a
mean or
Christian
nothing,
religion.
but she's not.
Yeah, right. With all due respect, if you're gonna lie about your religion, then you can't be up here. You're literally not, because you say, well, that's the Christian's problems. You're a Christian, right? You said you're a Christian. Why are you ignoring what Christians are talking about, ignoring who Christians are talking about, and then ignoring what Christians are saying, and then denouncing and literally belittling what Christians are doing? That's literally what you've done this entire time. We're showing you Christians do speak up on these things, and then you literally have a rebuttal for everything that we say. But what about this? Oh yeah, I know a YouTuber who took care of that. But what about that? Oh, I know somebody who took care about that. Oh, but what about these people? Oh no, that was just for political gain. Huh? What? And then you start to pose the one world religion ideology. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing the coexist over here. I'm sorry, sister. Can't do that. With all due respect, I appreciate you coming up and speaking, but we don't do the one world religion stuff over here at all. I'm not gonna align with a guy who's defending my religion, but he's following a religion that literally tries to say my religion is false, mocks my God,
And will get a chance to
unalive
us
us at any chance he
if
gets.
they once they get to the uppermost, once they become dominant,
who's
they're
okay
gonna
with the
get rid of the
unaliving?
Christian.
Exactly. Who's well, we ain't even on TikTok. Who's okay with the killing of Christians who mock Islam? And you want me to coexist with this person and boycott the Olympics when as soon as that's over, it's F me and blah 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 blah. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Caesar, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to thank you guys for everything that you're doing. I just recently caught up with, I've been watching your videos, and I think what you guys are doing is great for the body of Christ. You're developing young men into to know their faith. So first of all, I just appreciate you guys. God bless you guys. But in regards to, Tate, it's unfortunate that, a lot of young men gravitate towards him because a lot of the things that he says, basically it makes a lot of sense to them. They feel that they can't. It's a way for them to speak out against, the powers that be, and teaching them to be what he considers alpha males and all that. And in regards to what he's doing in Paris in the Olympics, I think it's just like what you said. It's a mockery of Christian, basically calling us out as weak. And I don't really dig the idea that he's like truly Muslim, to tell you the truth, because if he was, he wouldn't be doing these things. Like, it's like what you said. If you take it to its the highest potential, he'd be off in us as well, because that's what Islam is, right? But I think that part of me understands the sentiment of the sister that was talking, because as of everything that's happened in the world, I do believe that it is demonic in its essence. Everything that's happened in the world in terms of just everything that's happening, but I don't even have to go through it, right? The alphabet community, all the sin that is out in the world, the straight mockery with Christian, and it's always in the name of Jesus Christ, because that is the highest name. That's the name that is above all other names, and it's always against us. And I don't know. I wanted, like, what do you guys think? Like, because sometimes the more we see that, it's like a lot of times, like, my flesh wants to come out, like Peter. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be ready with the sword and defend my faith. And I think back about the Old Testament prophets too. Like, we're not weak men, man. Like, look at David. Look at Joshua. Look at Caleb. There's a lot of instances where we are brave, man. We can stand up to things, but I don't know. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, is it wrong for us to defend our faith? Sometimes it's not like lashing out, but it's like sometimes it gets to a point enough. And I know that, like the brother said, mentioned to the Lord, like, it belongs to Him. But at the same time, like, sometimes the flesh wants to come out and say something about it or act upon it. I think definitely one of the best things we could do is boycott. I'm not watching that, you know what I mean? But that goes not in the Olympics in sports. It's a shame. I love soccer, but every time I watch an MLS game, I see a rainbow flag. I see this. It's everywhere, and I'm kind of sick of it being shoved down our throats all the time. And I have young kids. I have young men, and I think that one of the biggest things that we can do, just like Islam does, right? They rear their kids up in their faith. We should do the same. We need to raise.
Yeah. Let me, and then Word, I know you want to jump in, so I'm gonna try to. Hopefully, I don't tackle what you wanted to say. I'm gonna just take a little 30 seconds. So in regards to the defense aspect, can I get a little bit of clarification on what it is that those of you have came up and basically tried to impose this defense side of things? Are you saying like physical defense, like, for example, so like this is taking place, and what do you want us to do? Physically go harm somebody?
No, I'm not saying
okay
that. I'm not
okay
sometimes
so because you said sometimes you want to sometimes you feel like Peter, and you want, you know what I'm saying, you want to whip that thing out, man, and,
Peter was cutting off ears and stuff.
So I'm like, so when I hear that, I'm like, hold on, man, you all right, because if that's the case, then you should take that story, and Jesus checked Peter for doing that. You know what I'm saying? So as far as defense, what do you mean? What do you mean defend? Because I agree, if, say, for example, there was a week full of backlash on Christians and there was something going on where the LGBTQ or just a specific organization or people group was fighting Christians, right? Fighting Christians, like finding churches and going into churches and harming Christians, then yeah, of course, I'm not about to come up on YouTube and say, what do you want us to do about it? No, I'm going to say, y'all need to get up over there and y'all need to try to protect y'all community if the government is not helping with these things. If the government is not protecting this community that's being persecuted and attacked, then it's on us now to come protect our brothers as humans in our human civilization and to care for our people as well. But at the same time, we do know that God is going to have the final say on what those people are doing. Now, I'm not saying sit back and allow people to just do whatever they want to your people in the physical aspect. But if somebody just comes up and makes a video and they mock Christianity, I would say the best that we could do is exactly what we do now. Use the internet, use the power of emails and backlash and viral moments pushing back on these things so we can get certain ads and stuff stripped down. What Andrew Tate is for is boycotting for is something completely different, and that's what a lot of people don't see, because a lot of people don't understand the context of behind what it is that he's actually saying and what he actually believes. He believes in the physical aspect of these things, where if something happens, I like the fact that Muslims will go out and go physically attack people on this, to where they won't say nothing anymore. That's what Andrew Tate is talking about.
Right. I think just to make it short and not too long winded, I think we really got to remember our place in this whole thing, because Jesus mentioned us as sheep. We're sheep for a reason. We have a shepherd. He's going to protect us. The shepherd protects the sheep from the wolves and from such, beasts that want to come and seek to devour us. So we do have a shepherd that's going to fight our battles for us and protect us. And we actually, in the Bible, it tells us to study to show ourselves approved. Now, if they're coming and combating us with scriptures, we got to know how to combat them with scriptures. But as far as like taking up arms or being violent in any way, then we can protect our lives if someone is threatening us personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just because someone mocks Jesus, our God, hey, that's what they're gonna do, because like Life read earlier, if they persecuted Jesus, they're gonna persecute us. It's just showing that our religion is more true and the prophecies are coming more and more correct. This was already prophesied, so it's not like we don't want to do anything. And I think showing constraint is just as strong as picking up arms and going and fight, because it shows that, right, we're stronger mentally than to just let our emotions get the best of us and run out and cause something and do something that even put even a more of a black eye on our religion from jump, and I just think, like I said, we just have a shepherd that's going to protect his sheep, and that's what we just got to lean into.
No, I agree, and I don't want you guys to think that I was calling out for violence. That's not what I'm saying, but because I agree with, like, if they come to you and they're attacking you physically, and I don't think that we should just be just sit there and take it. I think that we do have the right to defend ourselves if they come at us physically.
Oh yeah,
trying to kill us.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, the reason why Jesus did tell him to go by swords is for self-defense purposes. It wasn't to be offensive and go out and.
Yeah, the moment somebody said that your religion is false, now we up at their doorstep. Like it's not for that.
As fathers, I think it's a big responsibility falls on us as fathers to raise our kids, and really, go deeper into the Word of God, so that they can become knowledgeable, not just a thing where you leave them and let the internet teach them everything. School them so that they know when all this trash comes in their face, they know the Word of God and how to kind of pivot and fall on the Word of God. I think it falls heavily on men, and it goes back to the federal headship. And I think what you guys are doing is fantastic. You know what I mean? A lot of young men are being, you guys are reaching a lot of young men. They're listening to you guys, and I just wish that they would listen to you more than the garbage that they hear from Tate. You know what I mean? Because that kind of stuff it tickles their ear, and even he's a Muslim, so I guess.
I mean, Tate is the guy. Tate is the guy that has what it was. I don't know what $40 million worth of cars. Like, this dude is loaded, man.
Yeah, something crazy.
Boats, he got videos with 20 girls on the boat. It's just him and his brother. They got cigars, some drinking and all that. So yeah, the youth they definitely was looking up to him a couple of years ago when he first started blowing up, and they like, oh man, who is this dude? I want to live his life. You know, he up at least 400, 500 million, and he don't have a care in the world, driving all these supercars and stuff like that. And so then when it comes down to his religious theology, of course, the followers of him are just gonna follow suit, as we saw a bunch of other people and followers that were following him to a T. As soon as he started to jump over into the religious aspect, they went and followed him. You know, some of them went and followed him, you know, right on out the door, you know what I'm saying? And you know, lost their salvation for a moment, you know, until they find Christ. But it just sucks, you know, when you have that image in society, the youth is gonna enjoy you more than somebody like us, where we're just, you know, streaming, just being chill dudes. Now they want this dude right here. This is a millionaire. He got girls, he got cars, he got money. Yeah, I'm gonna follow him because he must have it, you know, he must have it all. You know, he must have it all up here too. So that's why the youth follow him.
Right. And just to make a quick point, there is gonna come a day when we are called to take up arms. You know, whenever we have to. And when that day come, that's gonna be the day, because it's always a season. You know, laugh, cry, rejoice, be sad. It's a season for everything. And when that season comes, believe you me, the Christians will be ready, and we will be ready to go and do what we have to do. But every little thing, we can't just get, you know, butt hurt behind it and try to go and do something crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just that's just how it is. One day we will be called to action, and I'll be ready. Pretty sure Life will be ready. Sounds like you'll be ready,
man.
and
Caesar gonna be ready too, man.
Right, and then we're gonna have to handle that. You know.
Well, Caesar, thank you for joining, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest. It's funny, we was talking about Peter. The next guest name is Peter. All right, Caesar. God bless you, brother.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
God bless, Caesar.
Hold on, Peter, really quick. Easy Bands Official. I really love this comments. He said, I remember being locked up once thinking, damn, I wish I was the weak, nerdy kid in school that took a meek path. I even saw a bird flying. I wish I was a bird.
Hey, that's crazy.
It ain't nothing like your freedom being taken away from you, man. You wish you were anything outside of ant.
I'm not gonna even lie, bro. Right hand to the man. I was locked up for so long at one point in time. I didn't see the outside world. I just used to see a little square in the open part of the what's the name, and I could see the sky. And I seen a bird from. It was probably I was in it like 4 months. Probably like 4 months. I haven't seen a bird, and I seen that bird, and I got so excited. Just seeing a bird, because I ain't seen outside of that. I seen that bird and I got so excited, bro. I understand exactly what he's going through.
Man, I wish I was that bird right about now, man. Goodness, free, ain't got a care in the world, flying around. Ain't got a set time where they tell you to eat and sleep. Hey, come on, man. Easy Bands. Yeah, man, that you're trying to be too tough, man. That's, you know, and that was a good little segue to what we talking about right now, too. We don't got to be tough guys about everything somebody said about our religion, man. How's it going, Peter?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you Muslim or Christian?
Christian.
All right. How do you feel about Andrew Tate defending Christianity?
Well, Jesus told us to be peacemakers, so I'm not much with his side, I guess.
Okay. Is
I urge,
is that it?
I just think like a lot of people are missing the point that, like, you know, when the church in the early period was persecuted, they didn't like try to, like, you know, they prayed for their oppressors, you know, instead of trying to like wage war or, you know, doing these like so-called defenses, but it's more like offenses, I suppose, you know. Yeah. So I just think people like just reflect upon the fathers of the church. You know, they prayed for their oppressors, and they were way more persecuted than like anything compared to this. You know, babies were
Mhm.
killed, children were killed, and yet they were praying.
Mhm.
So, you know, something as simple as this, yeah, I call it simple because in comparison to those atrocities, they were still praying for their oppressors. So,
Right.
and people are going against and protesting and whatnot, which was not available during that time.
Right. And I think something we just gotta just remember that this battle is not ours, man. Like this is what's gonna happen. And like I said, when it's time, we'll be ready. We'll be ready. It's just it's not our time, bro.
Yeah. And also another thing for like the sister Brett, um, she said that the Vatican didn't release like something about this, but like a lot of Catholic bishops did, and the Conference of French Bishops in France actually published against this, the Olympics. So, you know, a lot of different
Yeah.
bishops in the Catholic Church opposed the Olympics. So,
Right. I think certain people see what they see in their own little bubble and think nothing happens outside of that bubble. You know,
Mhm.
and so it is what it is. I've seen a lot of stuff, and a lot of people are speaking out against it. A whole lot of people. We're not just sitting around with our tails tucked, you know. And as far as Andrew Tate, sometimes the messenger matters. Sometimes it depends on who's actually speaking to
Mhm.
get the message across correctly. And I
Right.
just don't think he should be a spokesperson for Christianity. This is not
Right.
like it's Martin Luther King out there doing it, you know. This is Andrew Tate. Like, I don't want Christianity to be affiliated with him in any shape or form until he confess Christ is King, change his ways, and then become one of the sheep. Like, I can care less about what Andrew, because like if I cook you a nice cooked steak, but then I come and give it to you on a trash can lid, you ain't gonna want to eat that steak. That's just like that's just like what Andrew Tate is saying. Like it matters. Presentation, the person that's speaking, it do matter. You know, public perception. It do matter. It goes across and goes a long way. And depends on who's
yeah,
speaking.
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah.
Peter, thank you. I appreciate that, man. That was enlightening. Thank you for adding to the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next guest.
All right, see you.
All right. God bless you, brother. See you. Madlozi. Madlozi.
Yes.
How do you say your name, brother?
Yeah, you said it right, Madluz.
Hey, Madlozi. My boy. How's it
How
going?
you
You
say?
Christian or Muslim?
Marlozi.
Yeah.
Now the last name I ain't even gonna try.
Yeah. Don't try. Leave it there.
Say don't even try.
He said, leave it there, man. You
You a
Yeah.
Christian
Christian or
or
Muslim?
Muslim?
I'm an atheist, bro.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay. What you got?
I just like watching you guys, when you debate each other. But I understand the situation where why you guys have to debate Muslims because Muslims are full of shit.
Oh,
oh,
wow.
language. But I hear you though.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
No,
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, me, I'm not religious. I like listening to religion. I'm from Christian background, but I've left Christianity. I'm
Oh man, no, you gotta come back, man.
I believe in God, but not the type of God that is written down in what I'm like on the African side.
Oh, okay.
Africans
So you're
used to
not an
believe in.
atheist. So you're not an atheist then,
I'm not
right?
Now,
atheist, yeah, but the God that I believe in don't need no writings, don't need no prophets, don't need none of this uh, mumbo jumbo from the Jews and all this nonsense.
so you believe there is a God, but you just so basically you just believe in a higher power, but you don't place him in a specific group.
Yeah, You got it right
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Well. Maybe when we open up a live, I've been thinking about doing a live for agnostic or atheists or whatnot. Pretty soon. I think that'll be interesting. But
So
right
did he
now,
have a comment on the Andrew Tate?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
I had a
yeah.
comment on the Andrew Tate thing. Yeah,
Okay.
basically, if you take yourself out of your religion, yeah, and listen to the guy what he's saying, yeah, he's right. Everybody said that what happened in France is it shouldn't happen. I'm not even religious, but Christians right now, all you guys look like chickens with no head, man.
Yeah, that's from the
Nah,
outside.
man.
That's from the outside looking in. But
That's
if
Yeah,
you
from the
look,
outside, man.
yeah, from the
if
outside
you
looking
look
in, all you Christians look
right,
like chickens with no head.
No, here's the thing. We mad, but don't get me wrong, bro. Look, what was done, the outrage was brought, but because they don't see groups of Christians getting together protesting on a Sunday night downtown with big screens screaming super duper loud, that they believe like, yeah, like that's what they want to see. But I don't think that Christians are even bothered uh one bit as much as other people think that we should be, because we already know that this was going to happen. Did they mock Jesus, bro? Jesus already told us this was going to happen. So when we see it, we're just like, he told us so, like we actually feel more sorry for the people that's doing it. Like, to be honest, I saw it and I'm just like, okay, y'all go ahead and do that if you want to. You know what I'm
because
saying? That's gonna be on
right,
y'all on the day of judgment. You feel me? Like,
yeah, my Lozy, I
what
think
what 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 what
this
I'm mad
strengthens
about? I'm
our
good.
right. This strengthens our faith in our religion, because even we know that it was already predicted and prophesied that this will happen. So
Yeah,
it's making our
listen, bro. I've read your Bible. I used to be a Christian. Like I said, I'm from a Christian background. I've seen the
mm-hmm,
Revelation. I know I've read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation.
mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen so far, yeah, you guys look like chickens has been cut the head off and let go, man.
Right, and that's one thing that Christians, real Christians, we don't care. You know how long,
Listen, a man who stands. If right
right.
now you sound like a person who stands for nothing, you got to stand
No,
for
no,
something.
no, 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 no. That's actually different. We look at it different. You know what I'm
How?
saying? Because we look at it that our God is so powerful, He's gonna take care of it. He don't need what can we do that our God can't do? We can't do nothing that our God can't do. He already told us that this was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Steadfast, hold on to His ever loving hand, don't
Mm-hmm.
change, and He was gonna make sure that the righteous and the unrighteous have their recompense for either or. So this is more of a testament to our Bible, to our religion, because we see it playing out in real time in our own day. This Bible was written 2,000 years ago. Jesus came 2,000 years ago. And the things that he was preaching about and the things he was speaking out against are still relevant now. They're still relevant. Most things in history play out, they go away. It's not relevant anymore. The times pass them by. But our Bible lasts forever. The things that was in our Bible is still going to happen from here until this world ends.
Yeah,
That's what makes our
but
religion more true.
the Bible wasn't written 200 years ago. The Bible was written about 500 years ago.
No. I think you. Well, if I misspoke, I'm sorry. I meant that Jesus came 2,000 years ago, and
Yeah.
we do have the early writings of the church fathers, of the disciples, that let us know exactly what Jesus spoke, and we have the manuscripts to validate what we believe in. So it was 2,000 years ago what Jesus came and revealed to us and told us, hey, if they persecuted me, they're gonna persecute you in my namesake, for my
But then
namesake.
word too, even if right, I mean, it's a lose-lose situation, right? Because even if we start to impose this masculine Christianity, you know what I mean, alpha Christianity, right? You guys are just gonna turn around and say we're not a religion of peace. We're terrorist, and we do this and we do that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're so physically, we're so outspoken and we're so physically emotional when it comes down to things about our religion. That's just going to give them another excuse to try to put down our religion. Even though I'm saying like, I don't think we would care in the same way that we don't care about how we are perceived right now anyway, because we're just following what the scripture says. If God tells us these things are going to happen, and we see what happened to Christ, a lot of stuff was happening to Christ. He could have took all of them out without even moving a hand. He could have blinked his eye and they all would have been gone. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't really care about like your guys' perception of how we act, just because
No,
our
bro,
religion is being mocked by some people who are ultimately going to go send themselves to hell if they don't repent. It's like, I actually feel more sorry for the people who mock Christianity, and I literally can care less about the people who aren't doing anything. Now, when it comes down to this stuff spilling over into their backyard and it becoming more physical, and it's hindering them from doing things in society, then I would say, okay, now it's time for us to actually fight for our rights. But if we still have the same amount of rights and I can go to the store and not worry about specific and different things getting in my way, then I honestly could care less, bro. I turn on the Olympics and I see that. I actually feel sorry for the people who took place in that actual play than, me getting mad at, my fellow Christian YouTuber who didn't cover it. Like, I don't know. It's just, for me, I just look at it different, bro. Like, I'm good.
Yeah,
So
this is why
if I don't say something, if I don't like get super duper angry and make 10 videos about this, I don't feel like that's gonna, remove my salvation. So I don't know. Realistically, I just want to like, what do you want us Christians to do? Because whatever you guys are saying you want us to do, if it has nothing to do with violence, we've done it already.
No one's asking you guys to do violence, but
okay.
So
From you, Modlozi, real quick. So from you, what would you like us Christians to do to not look like chickens running around with our heads cut off?
No, me, like as a person watching from outside, yeah, I was hoping to see your church fathers, your priests, your what, what I mean, from different the Baptists and the whatever, hold on together and say, listen, guys, yeah, this is not right. That's just to say that. But if even the government,
they have done it.
Even the governments,
they have been doing it. They do it all the time.
I was expecting to see governments of Christians say, "Listen, we're not going to participate."
See, we don't. See, I think people got a misconception about just because of like America, just because we have the majority maybe Christians and within the religion of America, America still is a secular government.
I agree with that. I agree. Right. Listen, I agree with that. I'm not saying you don't agree, but if you guys say those things are devilish, yeah, and then they still go and participate, it doesn't make sense to us.
What do you mean participate?
Huh?
What do you mean participate? What do you mean still go and participate? What do you mean? What do you mean like watch the Olympics?
Not even just, there's loads of people watching the Olympics. There's people participating in the Olympics, and then they see that stuff happening from your angle.
Okay,
yeah?
So
you must look bad, man.
Yeah,
this is why the Muslims can even come back to you guys, because they're looking and thinking, okay, you guys are telling me I need to leave my religion, but when I look at religion and shit like this happens, you participating in it.
So
and then everybody, the first question they ask, can I finish?
Well, you
can I finish? Can I finish? Yeah. The first
you're repeating yourself.
I just wanted to put a point, just a quick point. The first question they asked was, I've even forgotten what is it you guys, you can't, your preachers, your whatever, none of them come out.
Okay, so here's the issue that you're failing to realize is, first of all, we have to understand that some of these people are bound by the sports that they play. This is how they feed themselves, okay? So just because someone is sent over to another country and the Olympic Committee decides to place a ad or whatever that even, I don't even know what that was, the opening ceremony to the Olympics or whatever, right? Just because they decided to have a specific type of opening that was definitely disrespecting Christianity, I do not feel like if my brother was in the Olympics and he was a Christian, he should pull himself out of the Olympics and potentially lose his check, potentially lose a whole lot of things because he pulled himself out of the Olympics because of whatever opening ceremony that they had that he had nothing to do with. Now, afterwards, yes, of course, he can be one of the athletes to speak out against it and say, hey, that was wrong. We were blindsided. I'm a Christian myself. I feel disrespected by that. But I don't think that people should be ruining their livelihood because of the Olympic Committee. The Olympic Committee and the sports that these athletes are participating in it's a completely separate thing. So the basketball players, the people that are swimming, the people that are riding the bikes, the people that I highly doubt that they knew and they all sat together and called all the athletes and said, hey, we're going to do an LGBT spinoff of The Last Supper. Are you guys okay with it? I highly doubt that was the case. So the thought process in, hey, man, all the Christian athletes should have just left. I don't think that. I wouldn't even ask a Christian to do that. It's actually on the Olympic Committee. It's their fault for what they did and what they put on the people. It's their fault for putting that together. It has nothing to do with the athletes.
It has
nothing to do with the athletes.
Let me ask you a question, my Rosie.
Yeah.
You like soccer, like football?
Yeah, I like football.
Right. If you was a player and you trained all like for 4 years to get to this stage, and they disrespected you in some sort of way, all those hours, all that commitment that you didn't put in to reach this level, you're willing just to not go through with it?
Depends, bro. Depends how much it means to me. Is money more important right now?
No, it's not really.
From what I can hear from you, wait, well, then can I answer your question?
Well, it's not really
you're
money.
telling me that Christians can be bought just like everybody else.
No, it's not. It's not. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. It's not.
Sounds like it.
It's not money. No, it's not money. I'm saying this is this person's livelihood. So it's not, hey, I'm going to buy a Christian athlete and I'm going to bring him here and then I'm going to pay him to be okay with this thing that's about to happen today. I'm saying I'm pretty sure the athletes had nothing to do with that opening ceremony, and I'm pretty sure that they didn't even know that that was going to take place. I don't think that they were at the opening ceremony rehearsal. I think the athletes were actually practicing the sport that they play so they can actually play it. That's the point that I'm making. So what I'm saying is when they see that, I don't think that they should just outright get up and walk out of the stadium and not participate because of this thing that would happen. Because at the end of the day, we need to know how to separate the committee from the sports that these athletes are actually playing. That's all I'm saying. And so don't get me wrong by saying if you are continuously dealing with a committee that openly disrespects your religion, then yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying I actually believe these Christian athletes were blindsided and knew nothing about this, because this isn't even what the Olympics has been about. The Olympics has always been about the athletes. So all of this stuff that's going on right now is new. Like, what is this? I don't think I've ever seen an Olympic opening ceremony that even looked remotely like this before. It's been geared around the athletes. So I think from here, we need to turn around and go back and say, look, the Olympics needs to stop getting socially political and get back to the athletes. We want to see Olympians battle it out with each other. That's it. I don't need to see you trying to hold hands with the LGBT community and allow them to do these things and opening ceremonies and stuff. Like, we don't need to see that here. But the thing is that the society that we live in knows that billions of eyes are gonna be on the Olympics. And so what they did was the higher ups most likely strategically placed this ceremony in here as an opening ceremony so they can kind of spew what they've been trying to spew for the past couple of years onto the population. I don't think that we should blame Christian athletes or look at Christian athletes and say, well, why didn't you walk out of the Olympics after you saw that? I don't think that I don't think that like stands. I wouldn't even say nothing like that, bro. Now, if you continuously deal with an organization that openly does this now and you're not blindsided, then yeah, I would say, well, what are you doing, man? You literally following and dealing with an organization that openly mocks your religion on purpose, doesn't care, and you're still, doing, you're still competing for them, then yeah, that would be a problem. So that's basically my take on it. You know what I mean?
And it's another aspect to this too, because the France 2024 committee also banned the hijab, but every Muslim is not walking out and not participating. They banned the hijab. Like, you can't wear it. The women can't wear the hijab, but you don't see every Muslim getting up and walking out and be like, nah, this is a travesty. This is discrimination. They're speaking out against it, but they're not just dropping out of their field.
Well, I hear you, bro. But all I'm saying is that from where I'm standing, yeah, as a non-religious person, I don't have no faith, bro. I'm faithless. Yeah, I can't believe in shit. I can't in stuff I can't see or can't. You know what I mean? But from what I'm standing, from where I can see, you guys look like headless chicken. That's all I can say.
So do the Muslims look like headless? Do the Muslims look like headless chickens though?
Muslims, I'm glad you guys go for them because
they want to
analyze everybody.
I know,
everybody else. So I understand your situation.
Right, they're banning the hijab as well.
Well, I don't care. Bro,
that's an attack on their religion. But that's an attack on their religion.
Muslim is not even a religion, bro. It's just some cult. It's not even a religion.
And I agree. But they believe this is a true religion. But they're not all dropping out of the Olympics. This is what I'm saying. Why don't they look like headless chickens? Or is it just because we're getting more publicity behind it?
The way I look at it, Muslims want to hang on to anything that looks like a religion. You know what I mean? So if everybody else is participating, they'll participate. But if the Christians started stopping that, they would do 10 times worse and move on just the same.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but they believe that that's sacred to them within their religion, just like we believe the Last Supper is sacred to us in our religion. They're telling them they can't wear this hijab, the women. So all the men should drop out. But even the women, all of them are not dropping out.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. Do they look like headless chickens?
The difference between the Last Supper and the hijab is that the Last Supper is in the Bible. The hijab ain't in the Bible. I mean, in the Quran.
It's in the Hadith literature.
Yeah, it's in the Hadith.
Well, they say something about there is something about the hijab in the Quran. I don't know if the word specifically is there, but there is something in the Quran about covering the women, the woman covering up. So
right,
but anyway,
just one second. This is the only thing I'm trying to see. It's a double standard. It's always a double standard between Christian and Muslim. And you see us as being weak, but you don't see that with them. It's always a double standard. It's always a double standard.
Bro, I've already told you, yeah. I'm glad you guys are talking up to Muslims because I don't believe in what they say is even worse. If I left Christian, there's no way I'm going to join Islam. Islam is a whole, not Muslims. Islam is a whole lot of. If I thought Christianity is not true, Islam is like 10 times worse.
I agree with you, bro. I agree.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think we're going to move on, but I appreciate I'm
not saying Muslims are better than Christians. Christians are better than. If I could go back to a religion, I'll go back to Christian, but I could never go to Islam.
All right,
All right,
Madlosi.
bro.
When we
God bless you.
do a live stream
Yeah.
about agnostic or atheist, I definitely would want you to come in. So I'm pretty sure
Thank you,
you're
mate.
following the channel. I'm gonna open up a live stream pretty soon, maybe in the next month or two. And I definitely want to hear your opinion on why you choose to be faithless. All right, but thank you, Madlosi, for coming.
Cheers,
I'm
mate.
gonna move on to the next guest. Thank you. God
Nice
bless
one,
you.
nice one.
All right. Abuna Mahaba.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
what's up, man? Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, man?
Well, praise God. I'm a Christian.
Hey, praise
I
God. God
just,
bless you.
I thought I need to chip in a couple of things before I go to bed.
Okay.
Did you guys realize that everything spoken about Jesus Christ, about Mary, it's all to ridicule Jesus? I mean, in the Quran now, to ridicule Jesus and Mary.
Yeah.
There is a place that says Mary and Jesus, they were eating hungrily, like eating like animals. There is another place that says their fake God, Allah, was asking their Jesus, did you say they should worship you and Mary? That is imposing their idol on Jesus Christ himself. So many things like that I took note of, that actually they are just mocking Jesus. And then there is one hadith that says the most despicable person in the sight of Allah is the one that calls himself King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And who is that talking about? There is another
Talking about
hadith
Jesus.
that, yes, there is another hadith that says that what is the name of that creature that they met Jesus, and Jesus was like saying they bound his hand kind of in the hadith, and Jesus was referring to Muhammad, that Muhammad is the true prophet. I mean, one just needs to look at it. It's completely antichrist, right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
the Muslims, they don't know their religion. If we call it religion, I don't call it religion. They don't know anything about it. This pimp who comes out and trains people on how to pimp girls and use them to get monetary gains is now the one going to fight for that same Jesus, for that same Christianity. I would advise my brothers and sisters, don't fall for that trap. Look,
Amen.
it's even written in the Quran, in chapter 17, verse 16, I think it is. If we want to destroy a city, we make the ruling ones, the prominent ones, those are the ones in power, to commit atrocities, and then we come against that city and destroy it. Who's talking there? Is that not
That's Allah.
Satan?
Yeah, that's
Well,
Allah and Satan. Yeah, I agree.
well, so and there are I think sometimes I just sit and I see the judgment throne. I'm like imagining it, that God will then pull Satan and say, look, all those peoples that you deceived, and will say, who deceived them? They deceived themselves. How? Look, every word in the Quran, there is an opposite. You just need to open your brain and see. There is always an opposite of what has been of a claim, right? So if this so-called Muslim wannabe wants to defend Christianity, he should first come clean for me, is a pimp. He's a pimp who
he
brags
is.
on how he uses girls for his financial advantage, even trains youngsters that are lost, that are just craving for money, to go do the same. And they will not take down his clips, It when it concerns souls, how souls are going to be, will find a way to get saved, get the information. That is when they come. That's when YouTube comes against you. And not to forget, the Muslims, as I read, I don't know if you guys know one guy that is called Albert Pike. Albert Pike wrote a book, Morals and Dogmas. It is written, Albert Pike is a high-ranking Illuminati guy. It's written there in that book that Muslims are just useful idiots. They are going to be used to destroy Christianity and Judaism, and they too will be destroyed. It's written in that book. You don't need to bring that satanic book to your house. It's online, free. You can read it. You Muslims are going to be used, at least in their imagination, to destroy Christianity and the Jews, and then you too will get destroyed. What has Illuminatism got to do with Islam, if it is a religion from God? And by the way, for them, the inventors of Islam, to have to go and borrow the integrity of the living God, borrow his attributes, borrow his integrity, make him talk as if the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the one talking. They admit that that is the true God. And that God is not a joke. You can commit all the atrocities for your God if you want. But that God, when he says it's enough, then it's enough. There is no fighting for that God.
Amen.
There is no fighting for that God.
And they can try. They can try, but they will never destroy Christianity.
They will never.
We've been standing.
Jesus himself said. Jesus himself. Is it Jesus? I think Jesus himself said, "I will build my church, and no gate of hell
will not prevail."
Yes. So, my brothers and sisters, don't go and fight for anybody. It is historically, it's a fact that truly, if you want to get God to be angry, look at Sodom and Gomorrah. You commit all those atrocities of homosexuality and bestiality and everything. That is, if you look into history, truly, God then wipes out everything. That is what they are trying to do. This is a rebellious group of people that point his fingers at God. But when God says, come on here, they have to come. We can't fight for God,
Exactly.
So that's just what I wanted to keep in before I go to bed, my brother. God bless you.
God bless you, and keep speaking up.
Thank you, brother. Bye now.
Bye. You have a good one.
You too.
All right. I think Life stepped away. I can't bring nobody up. I don't have that capability. But if you're in the comments, if you're in the backstage, let us know, and I'll get Life when he come back to bring someone up. Yeah, but like I said, I think people want. I don't know what people want us to do, but the real Christians know. We know in our own what our book teaches us, and real Christians we're following.
what our book teaches us. You can say we're weak. You can say we don't care. We're too passive. But no, this fight is not ours. It's for the Lord. And this is what real Christianity teaches. And like I told that one guy, it's more to have restraint. It's more of a strong suit of yours to have restraint than to let your emotions get the best of you. We're already taking shots like at things like this, like from things like this. We're already taking shots. We're already under the microscope. Anything we do is already blown up out of proportion. Let a group of Christians go around and start some drama and and kill some people or blow up something. Do you know how bad that would look for Christianity? All we can do is what we can do, and we're speaking out against it. We're not being some road bump, just getting ran over. People are speaking out. Companies are pulling advertisement from them. They're losing money. They felt the impact. We made our presence felt. Now the rest is in God's hands. We're not called to jihad. We don't have a jihad in our religion. We don't have jihad. The crusades are over. The crusades are over. We're not commanded to do these type of things. We'll have our in the end. We'll have our justice in the end. What's up, Life? You back?
Yeah. We back. Yeah, man. I seen you in here holding it down, man. I appreciate it. So look, we are at the 2-hour mark. Definitely didn't want this stream to feel like a debate stream for 3 hours. So this was actually pretty good. We got an hour's worth of commentary on Andrew Tate, and then we have some Christian opinions. We had a hidden Christian in here. Well, a hidden Muslim, aka Andrew Tate fan, come up in here. And then we had an agnostic or atheist guy come up in here too. That was really interesting too.
I think this dude Daniel been waiting for a while. I don't know if
he just left. We got Abu Huraira. Maybe if this is a Muslim, I'll take maybe 10 minutes to talk to him. If it's not a Muslim, then I'll probably just close up after he speaks. How's it going, Abu Huraira?
I'm not a Muslim, so I don't know if that counts. I'm not a Muslim. I just like Abu Huraira.
No, that's fine. But I'm not gonna bring you up and then not let you speak on it. So go ahead and make your piece on it. How do you feel about Andrew Tate defending Christianity?
It's just publicity stunts, He's trying to make himself relevant. I mean, we all know this. He's trying to put himself as the religious warrior now, trying to unite both Christians and Muslims, trying to fight for Christ and fight for Jesus while being a Muslim. It's all gimmicks, it's all fun and games, just popularity stunts, It's a complete trash bag. I mean, I don't know if there's a better word to use about him, but he's not a role model. It's just for show. And everybody knows that this guy is fake. Everybody knows what Andrew Tate has been doing all his life. Everybody knows how he made his money. And now coming out, I think this is a huge slap on Christianity. We even actually need to protest Andrew Tate protesting for us than protesting about the Paris Olympics. We're not even going to protest about any because, I mean, that's not how we're made. That's not what Christ called us for. So Andrew Tate's trying to be the poster boy for Christianity. It's disgusting.
All right. God bless you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you, Abu Huraira. I'm going to go ahead and close the live up. Appreciate that, man. Have a good day. The word, thank you for coming up. I do have another extra 2 hours. I'm gonna text you to see if you want to. I might pop open a debate live so we can kick it off right after this. Maybe do 2 hours worth of debates if you're free.
I'm down. I'm down, bro. I'm down.
Yeah, he said I'm down. He ready to smoke, man. I didn't even get to finish. I ain't even get to finish my sentence. Yep, let's go.
I'm down because I was thinking about opening one anyway. So yep, I'm down.
Yeah,
you gonna double broadcast it on here?
Go ahead and broadcast it on yours, and then I'm gonna just pop in on yours then, because I gotta leave after like an hour and a half. So you can just rock, and then when I'm gone, I know you want to still be going on. So I don't want to close mine off and then have to close you off. So you can stream.
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. You can do yours because I ain't trying to be on there all night anyway. You know what I mean? So if you got, because I haven't even. I was gonna do a topic, bro. Let me know. It might get me banned on TikTok.
All right, text me because I know you got a thumbnail ready. So text me, and then I gotta close this one out and probably get a thumbnail ready for the next stream. So guys, looks like that's what we're doing. So we're gonna go right back live on this channel. So everybody that's here, come back to the channel. It's gonna be live on this channel. We just gotta close this one out and load up. So about 5 or 10 minutes, we are gonna be back up and running. So but with that being said, before we go off, for those of you who don't know, once again, look, I got the orange on orange. That's what's up. Look, we have the picture frame here. The raffle has started. We do have people that have been participating in the raffle. The raffle is in the description below. So if you would like to purchase tickets to get placed in the raffle to win this will be mailed to your house. Okay, so we have the raffle started right now. The raffle tickets are only $5. You can click down at the bottom. Someone will be able to win this for just $5. All right. I actually handcrafted this myself. This isn't just a t-shirt put in here. I actually had to do a little bit of work to handcraft this. So yeah, just throwing that out there. But the raffle has started. Okay, so click the link in the description below if you want a chance to win this. And I want to say thank you for everybody who has joined the raffle so far. Hopefully you win, and this will be mailed to your house in no time. The raffle will be going on for about another week. I want to say maybe one more week, and then I'm gonna go ahead and announce the winner. And I'm going to go ahead and mail this out. And once you get it, please take a picture so I can put it on the community post. I would love that picture, and I would love to show the winner of this. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start rolling out our God Logic merch, t-shirts, maybe little wristbands and stuff. But we're going to start off with t-shirts first. So stay here on the channel. We will be back live in about 10 minutes. And yeah, God bless you guys. Thank you guys for joining the stream, and I will see you guys on the next live stream in about 10 minutes. So if you guys want to hang out on YouTube, refresh this page. We will go right back live in a moment. All right. God bless you guys.
Somebody's asking about my channel. I don't know. I don't know if I can post it here, but it's just the word and I. It's just the word and I. So.
Oh yeah, on your so when we go back live, we'll put your link of your channel, like we'll pin it at the top when we go back live, and we'll just have we'll just have it up there because we're gonna be rocking on TikTok, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be on TikTok, and if it get slow, we probably switch over to here. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and peace.